Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome into the 2026 Spa City Open. My name is Mike Flanagan here on Inside Bowling, bringing you A Squad qualifying, 7 games for you here. We're going to have qualifying all day long for you. We'll have squads today at this 9 a.m. squad that just got underway. We'll be back at 1:30 for B Squad qualifying. And then we'll be back at 6 p.m. with C Squad qualifying. Back tomorrow at 8 a.m. for 5 games of a cashers round. And then we'll move on to the top 16 for match play at around 11:30 or so for the best 2 out of 3 matches. That'll take place right here on our YouTube channel here on Inside Bowling. We get started here on lanes 11 and 12, 13 and 14. On lanes 11 and 12, we have Sambo Butler bowling with Sarah Clausen. Hunter Austin is bowling with Nate Vanderbeck. And just next door over on lanes 13 and 14, John Michael Farthing and Chase Valenzuela, along with Keegan Alexander and Aaron Holloman. It looks like just Keegan Alexander. Aaron Holloman's actually over on lanes 15 and 16. I'll go over all the bowlers here in just a moment. Want to make sure everything's coming through loud and clear. Want to make sure you can hear us well. Give me some feedback here in the chat room. It's great to have you all here watching here this morning live from Central Bowl here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I love coming here. Want to give a shout out to our proprietor, Stacy Roberts, general manager Nick Gosley for hosting this event. We'll also be back here for the Nightmare Doubles tournament. It'll be moving from Memphis to here. We're looking forward to coming back here. That's going to be in October. If you'd like to find out more information about that event, check out Corky's Chisholm over on Facebook. You can check out the Nightmare Doubles, DV8 Nightmare Doubles. It'll be taking place coming up here October 10th and 11th here at Central Bowl here in Hot Springs. We're using lanes 1 through 24 for this event, 2 bowlers on each lane, so 48 bowlers possible on each squad. This morning we got a pretty full squad. I'll do the count here in just a little while. Not using lanes 23 and 24 though, however, this morning, or lanes 1 and 2. So that means there's around 44 players on the squad, roughly. AMF HPL lane surface. It's about 15 years old. Prize payout in this event is a 1-in-4 ratio. And again, 7 games of qualifying, 5 games in the advancers round, and then best 2 of 3 in the match play round. Top 16 match play, the top 4 get a 2-round bye, the top 8 get a 1-round bye. We'll have all of those matches for you right here on Sunday. Skip procedure for the players: skip 2, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 2. That's how they'll be skipping across the bowling center. And let's go ahead and take a look at our oil pattern here today. 2026 Spa City Open, 41 feet in length, 26.9 milliliters of oil. Our forward oil is 15 mils, 11.9 on the way back. Using terrain oil, it looks like, on both the way down and on the way back. 6-to-1 ratio out there, that's the most important thing. Then you can see that there's 4 2-to-2s. There's 2 on the forward pass that just go 2 feet, get that brush nice and wet. Then it jumps into 9-to-9s, 10-to-10s, 11-11, 12-12, 13-to-13. Oils to 27 feet, buffs to 41 on the way back. Machine comes back and the brush touches the lane at 41 feet. And you see oil starts getting applied there at 32 feet all the way back to about 8 feet. And you got 2 2-to-2s on the way back as well. The machine's traveling at a pretty slow speed most of the way down the lane. Should be moderate to higher scoring at 6-to-1, especially with the field that we have here today. This tournament would not be possible without our great sponsors. We want to thank our elite sponsor, Brunswick. Brunswick has everything bowlers need to take their game to the next level in high-performance bowling balls and comfortable performance bowling shoes. even to durable bowling bags and essential accessories. Whether you're a casual league bowler or a serious tournament competitor, Brunswick delivers the innovation, quality, and reliability trusted by bowlers around the world. If you're looking for your next bowling ball, bag, or shoes, make sure you consider Brunswick, proud supporters of the Spa City Open. And I'll be highlighting all the sponsors throughout the event, but also I want to list the other ones here. Power sponsors, Brooks Agency Insurance. I want to give Brad Brooks a shout out. Thanks, Brad, for your continued support of Scratch Bowling. Darkwater Investments, thank you to Darkwater. Overtime Lounge is a lane sponsor, along with Bowl 101 Pro Shops, located right here inside Central Bowl. Blue Ember Smokehouse, also a lane sponsor. Frag Out Entertainment, another lane sponsor. And Spa City Cards, the card shop right next door here to the bowling center. I was over there yesterday. Love those guys. That family over there that runs that shop, they are awesome. Also, Press Doctor is a lane sponsor. And our scorecard sponsor, Mystic Ozark. I'll be talking more about the sponsors throughout the 7 games of qualifying here and give you more information about each one of them. But shout out to all the sponsors that help make this tournament possible and a great prize fund for these bowlers. And I should probably take a second to give a shout out to our tournament commissioner, as it says on my sheet here, Josh Imhoff, who puts on this event. But I think the hidden magic is with our executive director, Lauren, his wife. Lauren and Josh do a great job putting on this event. This is the 3rd time we've come down here. He had a vision to put this thing together, and with Lauren's help and everybody here in the community, they've been able to pull it off. In 2024, we saw Michael Holloman win right here on this bowling network. And last year was Eric Jones. We put Spencer Robarge on the thumbnail here. We'll see if Spencer Robarge can make it 3 lefties in a row, or will some great right-hander win this year's event. We will just have to wait and see, won't we? You are watching A Squad qualifying. As you can see, there is Spencer Robarge on our thumbnail. And I was over on Facebook. They had a sweeper here last night. And I was looking at the sweeper score. Spencer Robarge won the sweeper. We did not stream the sweeper. He bowled 1043, 269, 270, 279, and 225. So congrats to Spencer Robarge winning that sweeper last night. Took down $450 for his win. CJ Petrin was second. Got $350 for his win at 962. Keegan Alexander, who you're seeing on your screen right now, was third. Received $300 for his 950. Andrew Bonin bowled 947 and received $250. Jonathan Hallman was fifth. Bowled 940 for his 4 games. Received $200. And the other cashers were Braden Barnes, Eric Jones, Jason Britton, Kai Evans, and Jack Parrott. It took $897 for 4 games. And Jack Parrott even bowled 160 his 3rd game. He bowls games at 222, 258, 160, and then 257 that last game to grab the last cash spot. Last night in the sweeper, 49 total players. I'm going to check in on our chat room. I want to say hello this morning to everybody. Glad you're with us here watching. Scott V says, I sound great, Michael. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I do have one other plug. Welcome to Infomercial Central around here. That's how we pay the bills around here, though. I mentioned our title sponsor is Brunswick, or actually here at this event, they've got cool names. The elite sponsor is Brunswick. And because they are the elite sponsor, as you guys know, we have InsideBowling.com, which is our website. And over there, we sell a lot of apparel. And it's because of these apparel sales and things that we do through that side of our business that allows us to get out and do events like this. It's kind of like a band. You know, we got to go out and tour. I'm on a 9-week tour, everybody. This is week number 1 of 9 straight weekends of streaming here on Inside Bowling. So if you'd like to support us, instead of asking for donations, we just say, hey, go buy some stuff over on our store. And this week, Brunswick Apparel is 25% off. 25% off all Brunswick Apparel. You have to use coupon code Brunswick25. Brunswick25 will save you 25% off all Brunswick Apparel. And then in addition to that, just to let you know, year-round, you can always save 15% at Inside Bowling with coupon code YouTube, and that's on all of our apparel items. And we've been adding a bunch of them. So yeah, lots of cool Brunswick stuff available over there, along all your other favorite brands. So check us out. We'd appreciate that. I'm gonna bounce out of here. We'll take a look at some other players, and I'll eventually get our picture-in-picture built as well. Whoa, here we go. We got a string of strikes going here. Jack Parrott. Jack is bowling on lanes 21 and 22 with Casey Newcomer and Chris Watkins. Next door over on 19 and 20, we got the defending champ, Eric Jones, bowling with Corey Imhoff and Matt Wing. That's front 8. We'll stay here. That pin is just a spinning. Don't have any lane talk here at this event, as it is something we've gotten a bit spoiled on. So we crop the scoreboards as best as possible, and that's going to be the end of the string there for Jack Parrott. Nice run, solid 9. Still bowled 279, a good start. And in case you missed it, let's make sure replay's working here this morning. And watch this solid 9 through it really good, good balance. And thank you very much. Have a nice day. We'll see you at the second window. The defending champ with a little Little split conversion there. Can get to 199. A little slow start for Eric Jones. And we'll bounce out of here as we're finishing up game number 1. Glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling this morning. Got Keegan Alexander throwing at a 3.610. I'll tell you what, overall scoring pace a little bit lower than what I thought it might be here to start things off. We're off to the races here at the 2026 Spa City Open. Again, we'll have bowling for you all day. All day. All day, every day. Our squad times again to mark on your calendar is 9, 1:30, and 6 today. It was 8-game squads last year, reduced down to 7. I like the move, actually. 7 games is plenty. I know you guys hear me all the time talking about our live streams here. This is always the toughest one, the very first stream of the event. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I like to tweak things like crazy, and by the time the tournament's over, I finally got everything figured out, and it's time to go home. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me throughout as we get this thing dialed in. Got some new bowlers in the field too, by the way. A lot of folks coming up to the booth this morning saying, "Hey, Mike, nice to meet you. Watched last year. Would any advice on bowling here today? What I should do? This is my first big tournament." And I always like to hear that. I think that's really cool. $200 entry fee. You got to bowl against those, like CJ Petrin and Robarge and Eric Jones. And, it can be a bit intimidating, but, that's how you get better and it's how you learn. And, I always say if you don't have travel expenses or minimal travel expenses too, that's always a nice bonus. Got Nate Vanderbeek here throwing at a, is that a 510? Keegan leaves a 710. Yeah, this is playing a little bit harder here. But Sarah, she's got it figured out. Maybe straighter is greater here this morning. Still bowl 279. Also, by the way, it was 263 final score for Jack Parrott, who we were watching earlier. He finished with 263. Nice shot there by Sarah. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Bowlers actually walk right by me as they switch pairs, coming over saying hello. Hello again, my friends. Gus in the chat. What's up, Gus? You guys are seeing this in 4K today. That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate you saying that because I was looking at all my stuff here and I don't have 4K available here and I didn't know if it was actually going out in 4K here. I got to tell you, the camera thing right now, if you guys want to know, like, you know how like bowlers have like something that's off in their game? You know, like maybe like, oh, I can't bowl on short patterns. Or, oh man, I hate when urethane's in play. Or man, I can't make a single pin. I hate my spare ball. Or maybe, you know, I bowl great through qualifying, but then when it gets into match play, the wheels fall off. Everybody's kind of got their little issue, right? You know what my issue is? Cameras. I upgraded these cameras, and every time I go somewhere, they reset, they do all these weird things, and then the lighting's different in bowling centers. Sometimes it's different in different areas, and when I don't have lane talk, I have to make sure that the camera settings are good for not only the bowling, but also the scoreboards, because it's the same camera. So there's like this happy medium. I never know if it looks good. So guys, let me know if it looks good today. If you think it needs to be a little bit brighter, I think it might need to be a little bit brighter. I don't know. But the last event I did, the Cactus Classic, the place was so bright that I was like, oh man, I just feel like when I watched it back, it was just a little too bright. I should have made it a little darker. So now here I am over adjusting, right? It's just like when you go up and you throw it in the gutter, and then your next shot is always like high on the head pin because you don't want to throw it in the gutter again. Well, that's what I'm doing. I think I might have this just a tad on the dark side here today, but I can always make that adjustment. You guys have to let me know. How many women are in the tournament? You know, it's a good question. You know, why don't I just tell you guys who's bowling A squad here today? Down on lanes 3 and 4 in game number 1, it was Blaine Irwin and Austin Shyrock, Carl Williams, and Pete McCordick. Pete McCordick just moved here, by the way. Lives 20 miles away. He and his beautiful wife. They have decided to move from Texas to retire here in the Spa City, Hot Springs. Jake DeVoe and John Johnson, Chloe Skorinsky. So Chloe, there's one female. James Cantier, Jonathan Holloman, Jason Britton. We're down on 7 and 8. CJ Petrin and Tamario Ashley, Ellie Drescher. So Ellie Drescher is another female bowler. Younger female bowler. Jeff Cass, Sambo Butler. We see Sarah here. Hunter Austin, Nate Vanderbeek, as we mentioned. John Michael Farthing. Chase Valenzuela, Keegan Alexander, Aaron Holloman, Gabriel Hockett, Lashard Bullard, Ricky Williams. Not the Miami Dolphins running back, but Ricky Williams is in the field. Briar Holt, Preston Holloman, Eric Jones, Corey Imhoff, all the Hoffs. Matt Wing, Chris Watkins, Casey Newcomer, and Jack Parrott. So we got 3 on this squad here, Chloe, Ellie, and Sarah. And we'll see who we have coming up a little bit later. You'll just have to stick around and find out. A little brighter, I'm being told. Yep, Ellie went to Youngstown State. Yep, Penguins. How can I make more spares? I'm left-handed. Well, I don't know why you're missing them. But I will tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing about spares, and this is for everybody out there, okay? The biggest mistake I see people make when they bowl at a spare is they change their form, their tempo, ball speed, and release, okay, when you go to throw at a spare. And that is kind of insane to think about, because all you're supposed to do is grab a ball that goes straight, a plastic ball. Some people might have a shined up urethane ball or whatever it may be. And instead of like throwing it harder, changing your tempo, and changing your release, I'm okay with you flattening out your hand. I'm okay with changing your release, but I'm not okay with you like throwing it harder. I'm not okay with you racing up there. You need to have the exact same cadence and form, basically, on the way to the line as you would as if it was a strike ball. And I see a lot of people make mistakes at spares because they just throw it so differently. It's almost like you're one bowler on the strike ball, and then on the spare, oh, you're a completely different bowler. You got to change everything, and that's just not necessary, okay? So there's my tip for spare shooting. Also, and you see the pros do it sometimes, okay? Even some of the greatest in the game. Go back and watch when pros flag spares. Like they'll leave a 7-10 and won't even come close to hitting the 10 pin because it falls in the gutter or they miss it a little left, and then you see them, they're all out of whack at the line. They're not down through the shot because they just get up there and their feet get moving so fast. The backswing gets higher. So I don't like hard and straight at spares. I like throwing straight at spares. You don't have to get the hard part in there. Now, I understand if, like, there's $100,000 on the line and you just left the 710 and you need to make it, speed can help bounce it out a little bit better. I get that, so maybe in that situation. But overall, there's no reason to change your entire form, cadence, how big your steps are, and have to change your release and go to a different ball. Like, that's where spares can become a real problem for people. So there's my tip on spares. Michael Holloman is not bowling this year, I don't believe. I haven't seen him on the list. It doesn't mean that he's not signed up for a later squad. But I think Josh told me that Michael's not able to make it this year. I'm not sure why. I just think he had another commitment. I don't know if it was a personal commitment or if it was a bowling commitment. Morning. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for letting me know everything's looking good here today. My monitor that I have here in my booth, I've been using for 10 years. It's just an old Dell monitor. It's very durable. It withstands all the travel and Pelican cases and that. But it's not HD. So my screen here is never going to look as good as what you guys have at home. So there you go. There you go. We're almost done with game number 1, everybody. We'll see if Sarah can finish out this 240 game. There's CJ coming over saying, "How are you bowling so good, Sarah?" I'm not bowling that good. No, he's probably bowling just fine. And I'm gonna post a score update, a link to that as well. We're just getting rolling here. We're just getting rolling. You guys are early to the show here. But while Sarah's getting ready to finish up, I think we need to talk about another one of our sponsors. Let's talk about the Brooks Agency. The Brooks Agency is a premier independent insurance agency uniquely owned and operated by passionate bowlers. Yeah, that's right. Passionate bowlers own this Brooks Agency who understand the value of protection on and off the lanes. As an independent agent, they have access to hundreds of carriers, allowing them to shop the market and secure the best coverage for literally any need. While they specialize and pride themselves on being the best in the business at riding bowling alleys or bowling centers or FECs, their team expertly handles everything from personal auto and home policies to specialty commercial insurance. By combining unmatched industry access with a genuine love for the community and bowling, the Brooks Agency delivers versatile, strike-ready insurance solutions for everyone. So check out the Brooks Agency, everybody. I love those guys. They're awesome. I mean it. Brad has been the man for a long time. He and his entire team do a great job. Brooks Agency. Sarah leaves a little 2-pin here, see if she can make it. No problem. A little 230 start here. She'll take that. And here comes Chloe. Chloe coming over here on lanes 13 and 14. Chloe Skierczynski. She's bowling with John Johnson and Jake DeVoe. I don't know if Jake is related to Belle Biv, but Jake DeVoe. And then going to be coming over here just on the left on 11 and 12. We're going to have a treat here. We're going to have Blaine Irwin, Austin Sharrock, Carl Williams, and Pete McCordick, the Pete McCordick that I convinced to bowl this tournament yesterday. Came in this morning and said, thanks for costing me $200. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, actually, looks like Pete and them are going to be over on 9 and 10. My bad. My bad. We roll into game number 2. Let's do it. Let's go there now. Game 2 of 7 underway. We got Keegan. Next door, though, we got the Aaron Holloman, Gabriel Hockett, Lashard Bullard over on lanes 21 and 22. I'm going to go make a slight adjustment to the cameras and do a couple other little things. I'll be right back, but I won't be gone long. .45 Arkansas. Time to wake up, everybody. You're watching Inside Bowling 2026 Spa City Open. Mike's back with you. That's me. I don't know why I talk to myself in third person, but why not? Here at Central Bowling Lanes, and I agree with Boog Kroll here in the chat, who'll be bowling a little bit later today, I believe. I thought I saw his name on the roster. He says that Brad is the best in the game, and I agree with that 100%. Glow Bowler, what's up? Thank you for all you do to watch bowling. You know, you guys give me a lot of credit all the time talking about how I do all this stuff for bowling. Well, you guys are like, here's the thing. You know how much this would suck sitting here calling bowling without nobody watching? I mean, that would be pretty egotistical, wouldn't it? Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to go set up and stream a bowling tournament. Oh, really? How many subscribers you got? 0. Really? Yeah, 0. I got 0. Nobody watches this. Well, why do you do it? I'm good at it. That'd be fun. Tell you what, pace is great here this morning. They're just cruising along. But I am a little shocked at the scoring pace. I really am. I'm going to move us out of here. And yes, I'll get the picture-in-pictures built, everybody. Right now, we're just full screening it. We'll go over here. So, I need to go over and log into my Bitly account. Bitly. Create these Bitly links to make it easier for you guys. They're called link shorteners. Then I'm going to post it in the chat. Then we're going to look at the scores. By the way, let me know if you hear any air coming through my microphone. I have a wind filter on it here, but they have this like giant fan blowing at me because it's very humid here. And they're great at making sure that the bowlers are comfortable. All right, let's see what we got here. A little link shortener. Let me see here. Standings. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see how this works right here. It's just me for now, Kristen. I don't know. I might have some folks stop by. Bowlers are normally pretty kind to come by. Should I call this standings? I'm gonna call it results. I think that sounds more professional. Results. So I'm posting this in the chat room right now, everybody. This is going to be your Bitly link for the weekend. I'm going to pin it. So this is where you're going to want to go. And I'm going to see what the scores look like here. They're normally really quick with that. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what we got here. I'm going over to standings. Only Saturday at 9. Okay. There we go, qualifying. You gotta click on qualifying. Oh, and they're already in. They're already in. Okay. Give me a second. I'll get this built out for us. I'm gonna do a screen capture. And I'm going to have it go to a window. Get rid of the cursor. They go to standings. There we go. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Stuff works. It's great. And we're going to go to the right. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. And in 3, 2, 1. Standings. Not the greatest crop job here, though, is it? It's one thing. Eyes aren't getting any better, I can tell you that. What's this look like? There we go. That's more in line. Here are our standings after game number 1. Jack Parrott, we saw him bowl 263. Front 8, stone 9, and then 7 spares 7 in the 10th frame for 263. Jake DeVoe bowls 251. Chloe Skorinsky, look at that. Yeah, Chloe, right there on our live stream. 236. Sarah Clausen right there with her, 235. We saw that in game number 1. Casey Newcomer, 225. And there's old Pete McCordick right there with 225 as well. CJ Petrin at 222. Matt Wing bowls 220. Preston Holloman, 214, followed by Lashard Bullard at 212. Jonathan Holloman at 209, along with Keegan Alexander. Carl Williams had 204, and Hunter Austin had 200. So 14 out of the 33 on this squad are plus. Is that what we ended up with, was 33? need to double check that. All the scores may not have been in. I guess that is all we have. I thought there was going to be a few more than that. I thought we were going to get to 40. Maybe there were a couple no-shows. Okay. And again, that's pinned in your chat room, everybody. So hang on to that standings link for the weekend. Also, every once in a while, I like to do this. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Do I look okay? It is a little early in the morning. You see people just walk right behind me all the time right here. I got my big air vent over here. Oh, I didn't notice this toolbox looking thing over here. That just appeared. That was not here. That was not here yesterday. Not here yesterday. Okay, back out to the lane. Just wanted to say hi. All right, let's see. This channel does a great job at broadcasting events. Thanks a lot. We sure do appreciate it. Where's this bowling alley at? We are Hot Springs, Arkansas. Maybe a touch brighter, but lighting doesn't look bad at all. Sounding good. All right. Yeah, I already took the stream up just to be a little bit brighter. I did adjust it by one more ISO setting. The problem is it does the whole thing. So if you look at the monitors right now, if I make it brighter, the monitors get brighter too. And not every center can have lane talk, but more and more will continue to get lane talk. Chloe's getting a re-rack here. So the 10 is not there. CJ Petrin coming in with a little bit of love. For Jake. I thought Petrin was going to make the show at the World Championship this year on the PBA Tour. He had flashes of greatness this year. He was very impressive for his rookie season out on tour. Nicknamed him the Claw. I think it's stuck too. I think he's still doing it. I think he's embracing it. Watching James Cantier bowl, and he made a run. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I streamed so many bowling tournaments that I forget what happens. But man, I just remember being so impressed with how well he bowled down here in Arkansas, and he's back again here this week. Got a question here. What's the oil pattern? I did bring that up earlier. You can always go back and hit the DVR here on YouTube. But I'll pop that back up again for you. It's a 6-1. Should be pretty high scoring. There are 4 2-2s, though, on this pattern. And 2-2s can sometimes really slow down the scoring pace. In this particular case, you know, scores not crazy here this morning. I'll pop those up too real quick. There are your scores just after game number 1. A little bit lower scores. You never know what's going to happen. The great Ellie Goulding says, anything can happen. Light little mixer there for Cantier. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Darkwater Investments before, but I certainly have. Darkwater Investments is a premier Jonesboro-based real estate investment firm widely recognized for its deep roots and unwavering support of Arkansas bowling. Operated by Richie Tharp, the company focuses on strategic real estate growth with actively investing back into the local community. For years, Darkwater Investments has been a driving force behind the state's bowling scene, serving as key power sponsor for prominent bowling tournaments like the Spa City Open and other events across Arkansas. By blending real estate expertise with a passion for the sport, they help build stronger neighborhoods while keeping the competitive bowling community thriving. Thank you so much, Darkwater Investments, a power sponsor at the 2026 Spa City Open. Here we go already with the Jake DeVoe comments in the chat. Jake DeVoe is the best amateur bowler ever. Chloe with a double in intent is going to be in the 220s. Great start here for Chloe. Opened up with 236 and now 227. Whew. That was an interesting spare there. Well, watch this. Barely touched the 2. Watch this. It's like, get over there, please. Oh. It did. Whew. John Johnson finishing out here, can bowl 226. It was the greatest amateur bowler ever, Jake DeVoe, with 221. $10 in Arkansas. I'm getting a confirmation text that I got an eye exam on Tuesday. Thank you very much. I'll be there. Let's see. Mike, do you plan on doing any ball reviews like I've done in the past? I will address that in just a second. Update on Sambo. Well, we know that Sambo, the first game, bowled 186. Sambo is on Sarah's pair. Let's see if I can get a quick look here. Midway through the game, just 7-10. Sambo did. So not a great start here for Sambo. Okay, on the ball review thing. I was just talking to somebody about this. January through April, I'm basically on the road working the PBA Tour, which is an unbelievable opportunity and a true privilege to be able to sit out there and call the best bowling by the best bowlers in the world. That's a special gig over there. Okay. So I don't have time 4 months out of the year to do the ball reviews. And then, like right now, I'm streaming 9 weekends in a row on Inside Bowling. This is number 1 of 9, everybody. The next 9 weekends, you can just tune in right here. Okay. So that makes things kind of difficult as well to get out and do some ball reviews. And then combine that with just all of the other stuff that I have going on. I don't have a center nearby that's easy to get lanes oiled. It's convenient to my schedule. So like I told somebody the other day, there's just not enough of me to go around. I do miss doing them. I do want to give a shout out to Motive in Brunswick, who sent me all the balls to review, and were very patient with me. And I just couldn't. I just haven't been able to figure that formula out. But I did enjoy doing them, and I know some of you out there really liked my reviews because, I pretty much told you what I thought, which you should do in a review, but not every ball is amazing, but every ball can be amazing depending on what you're bowling on. I remember I did a review of the Max Bias bowling ball, and that ball just pretty much hooked and stopped. And I had a couple guys come up to me and go, "Dude, that was a great review. You didn't say that this is the greatest ball for house shots or anything. You just said it kind of hooks and stops." And if you remember, John Rakowski won the Senior Masters, I believe it was. He won the Senior Masters using that ball. And on that particular day, he needed a ball down lane that just went forward. And it was perfect. But you definitely don't want a max bias for a house shot. But if you're somebody that needs the bowling ball to slow down, maybe you're bowling on a really short house shot, maybe that ball's perfect. So that's the thing about bowling balls, man. They're all designed to do different things. And just because the ball's not good for somebody doesn't mean it can't be good for somebody else's game, because everybody throws the ball differently. Everybody's positive access point, it's like your thumbprint. Nobody's fingerprints are the same, right? Well, nobody's ball roll and access point is exactly the same. You can get real close, but it's never really the same. That's our DNA in bowling. So all the manufacturers make bowling balls as a lineup of balls to give you a variety and options. So there's some more information about bowling balls and reviews. We are lucky to have so many great manufacturers, though. There could be some bad products out there, and we just don't have any of those. There's no bowling. There is no bowling. This would probably be a good time for me to build my picture in pictures. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Let's add a deck link 4 in here. Video capture 4. Have to mute it. Have to crop it. And we'll go somewhere like that. All right, picture-in-picture 1 built. We'll build the second one, number 3. Mute, crop, top. There's one. Let's see how this one looks in comparison. And there's two. Speaking of eye doctors, I feel like I'm the eye doctor right now. Which one looks better? This one or this one? All right, we're going into game number 3. Let's roll that in. And again, everybody, we are here at the Spa City Open here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We have 33 players on A squad. B squad should be full. B squad will be coming up today at 1:30 p.m. Looks like it's going to be about $4,000 for first prize here in this event. It's based off of how many entries there are, but looks like $4,000 for a $200 entry fee. Josh and Lauren do a great job running this event. We've already thanked Brunswick, our elite sponsor. We've thanked the Brooks Agency Insurance Power sponsor, and Darkwater Investments, a power sponsor. Let's talk about a couple of our lane sponsors here. Let's give it up for the Overtime Lounge. The Overtime Lounge is a premier Arkansas sports bar and entertainment hub with vibrant locations in both Maumelle and Cabot, Arkansas. Known for delivering the ultimate game day experience, they offer guests a stunning 360 degrees view of the biggest games alongside a great selection of cold drinks and game day snacks. Boy, if I have to keep reading these, I'm just going to leave the bowl. I'm ready to go to Overtime Lounge right now. Whether you are a die-hard sports fan, a pool table champion, or looking to enjoy weekend brunch, Overtime Lounge provides a high-energy atmosphere complete with bar games, shuffleboard, and interactive fun. It is the perfect local destination to grab a cold drink, enjoy great comfort food, and unwind with friends. That's the Overtime Lounge. And while we're at it, let's talk about our friends here inside the bowling center. I spent about an hour in their pro shop yesterday. Bowl 101 Pro Shops. Arkansas' ultimate destination for top-tier bowling gear and pro-level service. As an official Brunswick Network partner, they specialize in professional custom drilling, expert fitting, and high-performance equipment to help bowlers of all skill levels elevate their game. With 4 vibrant locations operating directly inside community bowling centers across Maumelle, Cabot, Hot Springs, and Batesville, Bowl 101 is proudly dedicated to keeping the local bowling community equipped for strikes. Make sure you go in and see Brian and the team at Bowl 101. Game 3 about to happen. Again, I've got the standings linked at the top of your chat. It's pinned. James Cantier, it's his birthday today? Wow, okay. Sweet. They say it's your birthday. We're going to have a good time. And while we are waiting, I think this is a good time to step away. I'm going to go check in on Josh and Lauren, see how things are going. Yep, everything's going good. I will be right back. I guess I need to go away more often. Everybody starts striking here. Getting some stuff in line down there, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Wow, we picked up 30 new viewers here. Boy, everybody's just cruising along here. We got a lot going on. Mike here with you from Inside Bowling. You're watching the 2026 Spa City Open. And, yeah, we got a lot of strikes going on here. Casey Newcomer went 8 spare, 7 spare, 5 bagger. No, I'm good, thank you. And then this split here. Jack Parrott in game number 1 had the front 8 and then left a solid 9. Jack's bowling great here today. Let's take a look at our scores. Scores are already coming in after game number 3. Jack started with 263, 256. You can bowl 800 to start the day. He's my early favorite to win this thing, front 9. See Pete McCordick over here, double, 9 spare, 9 spare, 8 spare. The Pete McCordick. Pete is 72 years old, unless he's just recently had a birthday. The 4th PBA televised 300 game was by Pete McCordick. At the 1987 PBA Greater Los Angeles Open in Torrance, California. What a great moment that was. Bowling with Pete is Blaine Irwin, Austin Shyrock, and Carl Williams. Newcomer and Watkins bowling with Jack Parrott here. We got Parrott up on the front 9. Again, he started 263, 256. Goes Brooklyn for a 5-pin. Not his best shot there. Bowling in the Van Halen Hammer jersey today. So can still bowl. Let's see what that looks like. Got 263, 256, 279, well, 798. Going to be short of 800. Needed that one for 800. Covers the spare with no problem. And after Pete's shot here, we will get a look at the scores over on our other pairs in our picture-in-picture. A little fast 8 for Pete. Tamario Ashley, excuse me. Ellie Drescher, Jeff Cass, CJ Petrin on lanes 19 and 20. 21 and 22, Sambo Butler, Sarah Clausen, Hunter Austin, Nate Vanderbeck. $279. Going to be our tournament leader there. Jack Parrott. If you're ever dropping by Hot Springs, I highly suggest checking out Blue Ember Smokehouse. Family-owned Arkansas favorite, serving up handcrafted premium barbecue crafted the Blue Ember way. They pride themselves on using only the highest quality meats, seasoned with the signature spice blend, and cooked low and slow over wood-only pits. To ensure ultimate transparency and satisfaction, every portion is carved fresh right in front of the customers. From tender brisket and savory pulled pork to comforting home-cooked sides, Blue Ember Smokehouse delivers a hearty, welcoming dining experience perfect for the whole family. Check out Blue Ember Smokehouse. Awesome folks over there. Great barbecue. I'm getting hungry now. Check in on our other pairs and also take a look at the scores as they're coming in already in game number 3. Take a look at Jack Parrott. I mentioned 798 for that start. Eric Jones, 663. After a 184 start, has got it turned around here. Jake DeVoe is at 659. Casey Newcomer, 641. Keegan Alexander, 616. Oh, that 2 just wrapped right around the 10. That is not fair. Check this out from Preston Holloman. Right around. That's just not fair. What'd CJ just make? What did he make?
It was the 27810.
2727810. Okay.
You see that one, Mike?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of saw that, CJ. I was just looking it up here. CJ blocked the whole thing. I could have replayed it for you guys, but he blocked the whole thing, so don't have that one for you. Got game number 4 on the left side of your screen. Game number 3 just finishing up here on the right side of your screen. Williams with 244, open in the 10th. And we're just going to roll completely out of here. Still going to stay in game number 3 here. Finish out with these groupings a little bit further behind. But slower pace right there. Sarah with a little ring 10. She's throwing it really good today. Sarah today. 235, 186. You guys ever get these weird emails? I mean, you just get these weird emails. And yes, I'm checking my emails really quick right now to make sure I didn't miss something important. Feds arrest $100 million in gold smugglers. Like, okay. Motiverse everybody there. CJ has the shirt on. That's a Detroit thing. Detroit versus everybody. CJ Bulls 244. $222, 196, 244. Sample bowls 170. Sarah can still bowl 229. Anderbeck can bowl 204, and it looks like it's going to be Hunter Austin with 177. Nice shot there by Sarah in the 10th. I want to thank all 339 of you that are watching right now. Who do you like to win this event? That link I have posted at the top of the chat. You can, or actually it looks like it's at the bottom of the, I don't know where it goes, but anyway, you guys see it there. That is your results tab, but it also shows you who's entered in the other squads. Who do you like to win? Let me know. See Josh down there, our tournament director, and Lauren getting some scores. Shout out to both of them. And we are going to push forward. Game number 4 well underway over here. So we're getting a little out of whack here. Game 3 just ending over there. Game 4 more than halfway through. Got Ricky Williams. Ricky bowling with Briar Holt on his lane. And they also are bowling with Preston Holloman, who we saw wrap around the 210. And then over on 19 and 20, you got Eric Jones, Corey Emhoff, Matt Wing. Eric Jones, though, is he actually on this pair? I guess he is. Yeah, he is. Make sure my info was correct. Let's see if all the scores are in here. Scores are in after 3. So here we go. Scores after 3. Jack Parrott, your tournament leader, 798 start. Massive lead. Eric Jones at 663 is second. CJ Petra in third at 662, followed by Jake DeVoe in fourth at 659. Then Carl Williams is fifth at 649. Then you got Jason Britton is sixth at plus 45, which is 645 start. 642 for Hunter Austin. Casey Newcomer at 641. This is a beat the board tournament, so 1 out of every 4 entries will advance. 1 out of 4 entries. That's why you see the cut line at 8 there, but it is a beat the board event, so it does not mean the top 8 on this squad are guaranteed in. There is your update. Seven games total. I don't know if you guys are aware, we got another great sponsor to talk about. One of our lane sponsors here, Frag Out Entertainment Group, is a premier veteran-owned event production and entertainment company proud to serve Sherwood and the greater Central Arkansas community. Frag Out Entertainment Group specializes in transforming ordinary gatherings into unforgettable experiences by delivering premium mobile DJ services, dynamic emceeing, top-tier lighting, mobile bartending, and interactive karaoke setups featuring an expansive 50,000 song catalog. I wonder if they got Sweet Caroline. Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. I'm going to hang out with Frag Out Entertainment. Driven by state-of-the-art equipment, including a stunning mirrored photo booth, they partner with local venues, weddings, and corporate events to craft magical memories and keep the energy soaring long after dark. And because of our great sponsors like Frag Out Entertainment, we were able to put on such a great event here. And thank you to our friends at Frag Out Entertainment. Check them out. If you're looking for some entertainment, Frag Out Entertainment is for you. And while we're at it here, let's go ahead and talk about our friends right next door. You can throw a rock at them. That's the Spa City Card Shop. Spa City Cards and Collectibles is a premier family-owned hobby shop that serves as the ultimate destination for trading card and sports enthusiasts in Hot Springs. Owned and operated by Justin and Kendall McCoy, the shop prides itself on creating a welcoming, family-first community hub on Central Avenue. Whether you are hunting for rare sports singles like I do, hobby boxes, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering TCG cards, autographed memorabilia, or even hard-to-find premium sneakers like Air Jordans, Spa City Cards has you covered by routinely hosting interactive trade days and lively pre-release tournaments. They go above and beyond to keep the local gaming and collecting culture thriving. Boy, that is no joke. I love Justin and Kendall next door over at Spa City Cards. Make sure you check them out when you're here in the Hot Springs area. Parrott last year made it to the round of 12, and he is our tournament leader right now. Again, everybody, if you're just tuning in to today's 2026 Spa City Open, we're glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling. A-Squad qualifying. Game 4 wrapping up here. Game 4 just beginning on the bottom right side of your screen. We'll go there next. We've got another qualifying squad coming up at 1:30 p.m. today. 1:30 p.m. Another 7-game qualifying block, and then again at 6 p.m. this evening. Tomorrow we'll be back at 8 a.m. for Cashier's Round, 5 games, and then the top 16 match play will start at around 11:30 in the morning. And if you are new to this stream today, maybe just waking up on the West Coast, I know a lot of people like to know about the oil pattern. This is your oil pattern for this year's event. We got 4 2-2 runs, which is the flat as you can be there. 2 at the beginning, and then 2 at the end of the reverse oil pass. Using terrain oil here, 26.9 milliliters of oil, 41 feet in length, and playing a little bit lower scoring than in years past, at least very early on here in this year's event. Eric Jones is our defending champion. 2024 it was Michael Holloman with the win here at Central Bowl. AMF HPL bowling lanes, 15 years in age. And the players are competing for around $4,000 in first prize here. All depends on total entries, but looks like it's going to be about 4 Gs on a $200 entry. Got a question here. What lane is Carl Williams on? He's on 17 and 18. Carl has 96 in the 6th on that pair currently. And it's on an open. It's not a great game here, this game for Carl. Eric Jones with an open in the 9th. Besting in bowl is 200 even. That's what I mean. They're just playing a little bit trickier here this year. Eric going to be sub 200 this game with that little 6-pin there. A little frustrated. He knows he knows this place well, and he knows that this is an event that he should finish top 4 in at least. Doesn't want to have to re-enter. And he misses the spare. $179. Very capable, though, in games 5, 6, and 7 to snap off 750 or better and be sitting in a really good spot. He's just that kind of guy. Can never be counted out. All right. Moving in the scene here, game number 5, left side of your screen on 11 and 12. Got Keegan Alexander making his way back through. Bowling with Chase Valenzuela and John Michael Farthing. Keegan in the middle of the lane there. Looks pretty good. Looks very similar to our tournament leaders line to the pocket, Jack Parrott. We will bounce out over here, and we will finish up game 4 here. Looking like 184, 182, 205 max. Got 214, 235, and 195 still left out there. James Cantier couldn't bowl last year. Had a commitment that he had to do, family commitment. It was 2 years ago he finished inside the top 8. Today is his birthday. Leaves a 610 on lane 22. All right, fortunate to have the 6 fall a little bit late there, just leaving the 7. Jason Britton can still get to 214. That was a big strike there in the 10th. Going to be in the 2-0s with decent count. But again, can get into the 2 teens here. And there it is. Bottom right of your screen there, bowling game 5. Keegan with another strike. Keegan's one of those players that I've known for a long time. Seen him come up through the youth ranks. Goes to Mount Mercy University. Looking forward to see where his career takes him. Highly decorated youth bowler, bowling great in college. And we slide into game 5. If you guys have any questions or anything for me in the chat, let me know. Be more than happy to answer those for you. You must be subscribed to the channel to chat. It's easy to subscribe. You just click the subscribe button and you're in. You can also click the notification tab if you like. It'll let you know every time we go live. Will CJ be on a live stream pair? He just was. He's moved down to the low end on this particular game. Zombie Master says, looking forward to seeing you in Springfield again. Yeah, that's coming up in just a few weeks. 9 weeks in a row. We're streaming here on the weekends on Inside Bowling. We'll have a lot of events for you coming up. I'll go over that schedule in a minute. Let's see. What a gorgeous bowling center. Yeah, it is a nice place here for sure. Love the masking units. Love the banners. Josh and Lauren do it right. Along with Central Bowling Lanes. Also want to give a shout out to, we talked about it earlier, but proprietor here, Stacy Roberts, and General Manager Nick Gosley. They do a great job here. Good afternoon, Mike and chat. Hope summer's treating you all well. Yeah, things are going good. Things are going good. Just getting busy here on the Inside Bowling side of things. Of course, we're always making apparel back home as well. Keegan Alexander working on a little six-bagger, looking for 7. And that's the way you want to play the lanes right now. You can get in the middle of the lane and curve it a little bit. Keegan's day. It started out with 209, 195, 212, 225. Looking to get a big one here in Game 5. See if Keegan can make this here. Looking at it. Here was that 7-10 again. Liked it off his hand. Oh, that was a strike. Whoops. Let's try that again. And here is the 7-10. Nice comparison here, though. Not fair. .267 nonetheless will help Keegan Alexander in the standings quite a bit. Here are your scores after 4. Again, a lot of players are in game 5 right now. Jack Parrott, your leader at 993, followed by Hunter Austin at 878. Casey Newcomer, third at 877. Sarah Clausen, fourth at 868. Jason Britton, fifth at 859. Pete McCordick, 854 in sixth. Carl Williams, seventh at 847. Jake DeVoe, eighth at 843. See Keegan with that big 260 game is going to vault himself up inside the top 8, I'm sure. And I've got that pinned in the chat for everybody if you'd like to follow along. We will push our way over to here. Gutter 9 up there on the board. Jack Parrott went gutter 9. Big 4 by the tournament leader. Jack has bowled 263, 256, 279 for 798, then bowled 195 in game number 4. Here in game number 5, bowling a pretty nice game, just kind of a weird one here with that gutter 9 and now a big 4. Austin Shyrock next door is working on a double on lane 21. Blaine Irwin, 4-bagger, 8-1 double up there on lane 21. Thanks for the shout out there. Most recent polo designs y'all put up are really nice. Picked up some for the 4th. Best bowling fit out there. Thanks so much. That's our talking about our store, which right on cue. We can talk about our special, our deal of the week. We do a deal of the week every single week on Inside Bowling. You can always save 15% with coupon code YouTube. But this week, we've got 25% off Brunswick apparel using code Brunswick25. Brunswick25 gets you 25% off of all of the Brunswick apparel. Use that code Brunswick25 and you can save 25% off everything made by Brunswick. That we make Brunswick, I should say. I had a question here about the oil pattern. The pattern is 41 feet in length, 26.9 mils of oil, 6-to-1 ratio. There are 4 2-to-2s using terrain oil. I've popped it up a few times already. If you want to rewind back, talk about it near the open of the show earlier today. That's one of the great things about YouTube. You can always rewind. This is going to be a game that Jack Parrott's going to want to say, I'm going to mark it down on the scorecard, and I'm not going to think about how I got to that score. Because when you go spare 4-bagger, you're thinking, okay, I'm good. And then you go gutter 9, like, okay. And then double, and you're feeling good. But this game is only going to amount to 200 if he converts the 2-8. McCordick with a little light mixer there after coming off the single pin miss. Oh, that was almost a pocket 7-9. Imagine you're bowling a tournament, you throw it like this, and you're like, okay, this looks good. Get in there. Oh, 7-9. Oh, 9 falls out. What the heck? It's not fair.
I really like her.
I think somebody's soup is ready in the microwave.
Yep, that's literally what I put. I was trying not to do that.
Where you at? I don't even know what's in here.
I did this yesterday, this week. That's sexy messenger. That was the other piece, right? That thing was just
Also, her.
that was a nice school game.
Yeah.
I only do storm black, blackout, carry my two by
So I overheard a
she's the poker
pretty
shit.
base
It's not crazy, that's the thing.
That's what I said. So now I know why he's so good at bowling.
It's not focused.
Carl Williams with a strike. Got Blaine Irwin stepping up here. Can still get to 220. Game 6 underway on the left side of your screen already. B squad starts at 1:30 Central. Good, man. How you doing?
It's been a while since we talked.
Yeah, it has been.
It was not near the doubles. Like the second year that how you been?
I'm good. Good. 9 weeks in a row streaming on the internet. 9 weeks in a row. This is week 1.
Don't you go to what, New Mexico next?
No, I go to Phoenix. Phoenix next weekend. Yeah, I can actually run down those. So, yeah, I go next weekend we'll be streaming the Desert Heat Doubles, July 25th through the 26th. The weekend after that, August 2nd, we'll have the Mo USBC Masters in Queens. Then we go to the Ironman 2026 at Swamp Fox Lanes, Moncks Corner, South Carolina, August 7th through the 9th. Then the 11thframe.com Open at Cherry Lanes in Dubuque, August 15th through the 16th. Then we'll be live streaming the Springfield Doubles, August 22nd through the 23rd. And then New Mexico Open, August 27th through the 30th in Albuquerque. September 4th through the 7th, we'll be down in Clarksville, Tennessee for the Mega Match Play Madness. And then September 12th and 13th, Ebonite Fall Classic in Waterloo, Iowa. It's a lot of streaming. A lot of tournaments.
Family up in Columbia is going to be in about 1:30. They haven't seen me go.
All right, we officially move into game number 6. Nobody bowling on our other pairs yet.
Good to see you, Mike.
You too, man. What's my Holy Grail sport card I haven't gotten yet? Well, there's a few of them. I'm kind of kicking myself right now for not picking up some of these cards over the years because they're starting to go crazy. But you know, the Tom Brady stuff's been going crazy lately, and I'm a little late to that party, unfortunately. I do have some Brady stuff from some refractors and stuff, and some PSA 10s of some older cards that I've hung on to, but never have got that Brady rookie. You know, I'd like to have a Bowman Chrome rookie of his, but man, those have just gotten so expensive. I don't know if I'll ever be able to own one of those, probably ever. I am eyeing up the 2012 Prism Tom Brady PSA 10. I would, you know, a Jordan Fleer. I don't have that. The 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. card is exploding even more and more. So it'd be nice to have that one in a PSA 10. I would really like to have a Matt and Ross Duffer on-card auto PSA 10 from Stranger Things, the guys that made that movie, but those are ridiculous as well. I'd like to have a Tiger Woods SP Authentic auto, but that's probably not in the cards either. But if you were to say to me, Mike, right now, what would you like to invest in? There's a couple different things. I think Justin Herbert's going to have a really good year, and you can pick up like flawless autos of his and some pretty nice cards of his for, you know, around $1,000, which is still a lot of money. But I mean, it has the potential to climb to, you know, 10, 15, 20,000 one day. Who knows? If he goes on to win a Super Bowl or two. From a hockey perspective, Jordan Bennington's my favorite goalie. I have just about everything I would need of his. I would like to have a Connor McDavid Young Guns rookie. Would be nice. And right now, I think this Macklin Celebrini is really, really good. And I would like to have a Macklin Celebrini Future Watch auto, or some sort of auto of his would be cool to have. Even a Young Guns PSA 10. I think Cale Makar is really good, but I think his card values are starting to come down a bit. So I am looking at Makar probably in the next year or two, because he's just not the bright, shiny object in the room right now. Celebrini, some of these other guys have made his market go down, which is crazy to think of. So yeah, there's kind of where I'm at as far as sports cards are concerned. I do think there's a huge opportunity in hockey right now. I think eventually there's going to be an influencer or somebody out there who's going to draw a lot of attention to hockey, and I think the Gretzky rookie and some of the other Hall of Fame rookies will skyrocket in value. I think there's a real missed opportunity there. It's just a matter of when is it going to burst? When is that going to bust through? When is somebody going to say, hey, how come Michael Jordan's worth $30,000, $40,000, $50,000? How come Tom Brady's worth $50,000? How come LeBron James, Jordan, how come all these guys are that much money? Ohtani, Mickey Mantle, but then why is Gretzky where he's at, right? So I think there's some opportunity on the Gretzky front. So there you go. There's some sports card talk for you. Baseball cards are pretty interesting. It's been a wild ride. A lot of really savvy entrepreneur and business guys have gotten a hold of that and have really taken it to the next level. Oh, hey, Greg Wright, it's your birthday today, huh? Happy birthday, Greg. We've got a few birthdays today. James Cantier also has a birthday today, I'm being told. So happy birthday to all the birthday people out there. Who doesn't love a good birthday? Not all the scores are in for game number 5 yet. I'm still waiting on a few from down on the low end as they're just finishing up. So as soon as those are updated, I'll get those scores out to you. But you can see them come in on that link that I have pinned at the top of the chat or bottom of the chat or wherever they put it now. There's a pinned link there. We still don't have bowling, by the way, over on lanes 11 through 14, so really kind of out of whack here. Players are just coming over here, so we'll finish up. I need to make sure I'm in the right game here. finishing up game 6 here and starting game 6 over on the other lanes. And now an open frame in the 10th. Still missing 4 scores on game 5. Not sure how they got this out of whack, but no big deal. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Press Doctor as well, lane sponsor, Press Doctor, and also to Mystic Ozark, our scorecard sponsor. Mystic Ozark is a one-of-a-kind immersive family attraction and children's play museum located inside the historic Ozark Bathhouse on Bathhouse Row in Hot Springs. Developed by the renowned Mid-America Science Museum, this captivating space blends hands-on science, projection mapping, and digital storytelling to take guests on an extraordinary journey through time and nature. The museum features themed environments highlighting the area's legendary thermal waters, playfully exploring the myth of a hidden dragon sleeping beneath the mountain. From interactive water tables to colorful, light-filled spaces, Mystic Ozark offers a magical educational adventure where imagination and curiosity flow freely for visitors of all ages. Thank you to Mystic Ozark and to Press Doctor, 2 other great sponsors here from the Spa City Classic. I will bring the split screen back now that we have some bowling going on over there again. They have a fan blowing on me pretty hard here today. So if you do pick up some wind in my mic, it's not me breathing, I promise. And I'll actually go to the other one. I just want to show you guys how far along they are. I mean, they're legitimately just starting to bowl. That's why I didn't have it up. But now we're up. And this is game 6 over here now. Eric Jones, bottom right of your screen. Lofting it. We're only missing 1 score. Do want to thank everybody for tuning in here this morning. Again, B Squad starts at 1:30 Central Time. It's 11:49 right now. Just turned 11:50. Hey, what's up? JD Carsala's in the chat. Talk about our mystery T-shirts. We actually have sold so many mystery T-shirts, and what we do with those is basically when people return shirts because they don't fit or whatever, we put it in the mystery T-shirt pile. But that's become quite popular. So now we're actually out of mystery T-shirts. So we're not completely out, but we're down to just a couple sizes. Look at CJ flexing out there. I mean, is that really worth it, CJ? Is that really what it's about right now, bud? That's fine. If you really want to flex that much, we'll let you. But the mystery shirts, I actually raised the price to $12. But as soon as we at Christmas time, we get some returns on some shirts and stuff, and that's when we introduced the mystery deal. But now it's now the mystery deal is we need to replenish our mystery stock. But $12 you can get a mystery T-shirt on Inside Bowling. It's a good deal. Still waiting on this one score, Jason Britton's score, to come in. And it is a factoring score in the standings, so keep looking for that. Sarah with the open. Sarah right now is 1031 after 5 games. She bowled 163 in game number 5, so frustration setting in a little bit here after that open frame. CJ starting to strike now. 4 in a row. CJ with 222, 196, 244, 153, 199. He needs a game here. He's only 14 over coming into this game, number 6. Tell you what, if you can get here, you should come bowl this tournament because the scoring pace is very moderate. Very moderate.
Bowlers 5 and 6 is going to be out of commission for the remainder of this block. So if you go to lanes 5 and 6 for games 6 or 7, you're going to go to 1 and 2 instead.
Okay, so that's why we're a little out of whack. Looks like there was an issue on 5 and 6.
5 and 6 is out of commission. If you have lanes 5 and 6 for games 6 or 7, you'll go to lanes 1 and 2 instead.
All right, and I got scores in after 5, everybody. And we'll send that over now. Jack Parrott, your leader, bowled 798 and then has bowled 5 under the last 2. 1193 his total, but still has an 80-pin lead over Casey Newcomer. Third is Keegan Alexander after that big 267 game is at 1108. Hunter Austin in 4th at plus 11, excuse me, at 1105 plus 105. Jason Britton is 5th at 1080. That's plus 80. Eric Jones 6th at 1053. Corey Imhoff is in 7th at 10:42. Pete McCordick now 8th at 10:40. Clausen, Skrzinski, Petrin, DeVoe, Schrock, Shryak. I think it's Shryak. Is 13th. Jonathan Holloman 14th. Carl Williams and Matt Wing tied for 15th. 1,000 is par, meaning 200 average. So 13 players plus out of the 33 bowling. A bit demanding. As I mentioned before, CJ needs a big game here. Leaves us 6-7. Get it? 6-7. 6-7. We're on game 6 of 7. Boy, it's that was too easy. I'm trying to figure out what this cut might be now. I'm kind of feeling like it might be man, 40 over after 5 games. It's a 208 average. 40 over after 5 games. It's going to be higher than that, I would think. 80 over? 80 or 70 over might make the cut. $70 over might cash in this thing? Wow. That'd be pretty incredible. I will tell you, we're going to be pushing the 130 start. I'm going to go talk to Josh for a second. All right, everybody. Looks like the next squad, we're going to be starting closer to 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is probably going to be the time that's going to start. Pretty good shot there by Ellie. Sarah looking to be in the 2 teens. Again, she was the first person out. She's +9 coming into this game. CJ Bulls 202 with an open in the 10th. Goes open, open, open to finish out that game. As you can see, bowling just finishing up down on the high end. Let's just take a quick look at those scores. .200's like a good score right now. There's only 2 200 games on those 2 pairs. I'm removing the picture-in-picture, everybody. It's because there's nobody bowling over there. As soon as there's bowling, I'll bring it back. Wow, half a loaf. Actually, looks like it's missing. No 8-pin there for Jeffrey. But still a 2, 4, 5, 7. Sarah strikes first shot in the 10th, can get to 214. She's going to be right there with a game to go. Nate Vanderbeek can still bowl. Nate Vanderbeek can bowl 226. Nate right now is 108 under coming into this game. Got off to a really rough start, 156, 126, and then bowled 3 consecutive 200 games. Okay. Bowlers moving over, bowlers moving in. Game 7 coming to you here. Also a great opportunity to tell you about our Brunswick Deal of the Week. Deal of the Week on Inside Bowling right now is Brunswick apparel at 25% off with coupon code Brunswick25. That's our Deal of the Week on Inside Bowling. We have a new Deal of the Week every Wednesday through Wednesday. 3 p.m. Eastern is when that deal changes every week on Wednesdays. Also, this tournament would not be possible without our great sponsors. I want to thank our elite level sponsor, Brunswick, our power sponsors, the Brooks Agency Insurance, Darkwater Investments, Overtime Lounge is a lane sponsor for Overtime Lounge. Other lane sponsors are Bowl 101 Pro Shops, Blue Ember Smokehouse, Frag Out Entertainment, and Spa City Cards, along with Press Doctor. And then also our scorecard sponsor, we want to thank Mystic Ozark. Those are our great sponsors here at this year's 2026 Rise Bowling Spa City Open. We've got our standings pinned in the chat. And we'll get you a Game 6 update here in just a moment. For our final game over here on lanes 13 and 14, we got Chloe Skrzinski bowling with John Johnson and Jake DeVoe. And just to the left of them, we're going to have Pete McCordick, Carl Williams, Austin Shyrock, and Blaine Irwin as soon as they come over. And we do now have bowling bottom right of our screen. Looks like Vanderbeck, Hunter Austin, Sambo Butler, and Sarah Clausen bottom right of your screen here in this last game of 7. Again, everybody, looks like this next squad's going to start closer to 2. I'm actually going to make a change in our stream schedule here. And here come our other players. I'm going to head over to Tournament Bowl. See what we've got as far as scores coming in. Do not have a McCordick score yet. McCordick here on 12. Bowled 225, 208, 185, 236, 186, and 192. See if Pete can bowl a decent last game here. Always root for the old guys. I always root for them. Winning never gets old, as Bo Burton used to say. Choice Hotels coming out of a suitcase. We got some players finished already. It was like McCordick is 32 over through 6 games. So Pete needs a 230 plus game here, I think, if he's going to make the cut. Sarah Clausen is 45 over, by the way. We will go ahead and move over to here. Sarah Clausen, 3 in a row. Looking for 4 in a row. Leaves the 2-8. Glad you're with us here for the 2026 Spa City Open. Once again, we're going to be moving back to about 2 o'clock today for our B squad. We'll have C squad coming up around 6 tonight, unless things run a little bit further behind. We had 33 players on this squad. We can take 48 for the next squad. If we go over to tournamentbowl.com, I believe I can click on roster, and it will show you how many people are on the squad. It's coming up at 1:30 today. Nick Agnew, Braden Barnes, Andrew Bonin, Brad Brooks, Glenn Brown Jr., Jonathan Cook, Jonathan Dante. Met him yesterday. Good luck to him. We got Blake Demore, Cliff Edwards, Ethan Evans, Kai Evans, Dylan Fry, Dirk Gibson, not Kirk Gibson, Dirk Gibson, Lucas Hardigan, Tim Hardigan, Jarvis Hayes, Matt Hicks, Jalen Jackson, Aaron Johnston, Brandon Johnston. Eric Jones is already on the re-enter list. Bryce Kelly, Boog Kroll, Brian Mitchum, Casey Murphy's bowling, no kidding. Colin Norman, Mason Parr, Spencer Robars, Rhett Runge, Jonathan Russell, Rob Sanchez, Kenneth Schrock, William Selden, Corey Smith. All these players are bowling today at 2 o'clock. Danny Spiegel, Vitaly Stanley, Andrew Stevens, Cole Stillman, Richie Tharp, Chandler Tisdale, and Ann Tran. Looks like we also got Austin Vinson, Edward Walden, Mike Williams, David Yielding, Tristan Yielding are all on your 1:30 squad. Appreciate you. I will say, some of the nicest people I've met are in Arkansas. Keegan Alexander is finished bowling. 170 over today. Bowled 209, 195, 212, 225, 267, 251, 211 for 1570. Right now, he's the highest finish score right now. Eric Jones also finished at 1456. That's 56 over. Corey Imhoff is 54 over. Finished at 54 over. You can see all those scores come in over at the link I have pinned in the chat. Sarah leaves a 2-pin and makes it. We're going to go back over and check in and see how these players are doing over here. Pete McCordick just left the 10-pin. Pete is 32 over, Clausen 45 over. Hey, what's up, bud? I just saw you on the list. I was like, oh man, he's coming.
I'm washed up now. I'm going to go see Baker in 2 weeks.
Are you?
LA vacation. I'm going to see him.
Oh, cool.
Get me right.
Springfield, Missouri is 4.5 hours away from here. Got some Springfield guys coming down. You got Boog, you got Casey, you got Spencer Robarge. Got quite a few. Corey Imhoff finished 54 over. Looking at some completed scores here. John Johnson finished 42 under. Chloe Skrzinski, after bowling 236, 227, a really good start. Really did not have a good rest of the day. Finishes 69 under. McCordick trying to make a run here. They do not cut per squad. It is a beat the board tournament. And again, remember our next squad will start around 2 o'clock. Scheduled it for 2. Might start just a hair earlier than that, but right around 2. Here's Sarah now. Big shot here for her in the 8th. Sarah sits at 45 over. Oh, how about that? She can still bowl 256. So we're watching McCordick and Clausen. I don't think anybody else in these lanes. Can get there. Let's see. Carl Williams is 15 over. Yeah, it's going to be short. Let's see who else we got. No. We'll go over to McCordick first and then back over to Sarah. Just doesn't bite. Gives a 2-4. Back over to Sarah. A little weak 10 there. Casey Newcomer finishes at 1473. So right now, Jack Parrott, your leader, at 1601. Bowled 3 over the last 4 games, but bowled 798 his opening 3 games. Jason Britton is 74 over. So you got Parrott at 101 over, Britton at 74 over, Keegan Alexander at 70 over. Excuse me, let me try that again. Jack Parrott is 201 over. Britton is 174 over. Keegan Alexander is 170 over. Casey Newcomer is 73 over. Eric Jones is 56 over. Corey Eamhoff is 54 over. Jonathan Holloman is 14 under. That's your top 7 right now. You can re-enter into this tournament. Yes, there will be re-entries. I think Eric Jones is going to bowl the next set as well. Should see plenty of them. Again, the next squad was supposed to start at 1:30, pushing it back to about 2 o'clock. Then we should get caught up from there. Sarah 210s in the 10th here. She's working on 235. Really needed that shot there. I think she's going to be close. You can see she's frustrated. Cuts it just a little too much on the 210. Bowls 212, so that's going to put her at 57 over. 57 over. And McCordick can bowl 223, which will put him at 55 over. So 50, 55, and 57 over for those two players. Not sure what's going to happen here this afternoon. But we'll have it for you right here on Inside Bowling. We certainly do appreciate you tuning in to our A Squad qualifying. And we look forward to bringing you all of the entirety of the rest of this event. B Squad coming up around 2, and then tonight a little after 6 probably for C Squad. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for your cashers round. Then the finals will start right around 11:30 a.m. So about 4,000 up top. We'll get that total number for you as soon as all the entries are calculated throughout the day. But we're going to get out of here for now. We'll be back in about an hour and 15 minutes or so, right back here on Inside Bowling for continuing coverage of the 2026 Spa City Open. Live right here on Inside Bowling on YouTube. Once again, support our sponsors. They're listed down below in the comments, but definitely want to thank them again. Brunswick, the Brooks Agency Insurance, Darkwater Investments, Overtime Lounge, Bowl 101 Pro Shops, Blue Ember Smokehouse, Frag Out Entertainment, Spa City Cards, Press Doctor, and Mystic Ozark. So for the entire team here, General Manager Nick Gosley, and for Josh Emhoff and Lauren Emhoff, our Tournament Commissioner and Executive Director, my name is Mike Flanagan. You've been watching the 2026 Spa City Open here on Inside Bowling on YouTube. We'll see you in a little while, everybody.